everyone. Welcome to this week's special edition of Neighborhood Idol. This week's special edition, we will be discussing children's interactive media. We have 4 special panelists today who will be discussing their views. Each of them have chosen an app to support children's use, and I'm very excited to see hear what they each have to say. So today's panelists, we have Piaget and Montessori, Vygotsky, Piaget, and B.F. Skinner. All right, so let's welcome our first guest, Mr. B.F. Skinner. Hi, Mr. Skinner, I'm glad you're here today.
Thank you, Mr. Raja.
Have a seat. So, B.F., do you mind if I call you B.F.? All right, let's get into our questions. What are your views of technology in the classroom?
I personally feel that children being lectured and writing boring paperwork is a kind of torture to some children. Children learn from punishments is to avoid punishments. So children might ends up coping with tedious work by looking out windows, using drugs, play games, or not going to school. They do whatever they can to get out of the class and not paying attention. I feel technology is a great things to have in the classroom. Students are able to become engaged and enjoy learning. I'm honestly off it.
Wow, people who do anything to help children learn through excitement, they're a hero to me. Do you have any examples of technology that you would recommend a child to use to reinforce behaviorism?
Yes, I do. There is an app for the iPad entitled Math Cards. If you give children math work on paper, they would definitely hate it. If they play the math questions on an iPad game, they will love it and learn a lot. For example, if they did not work well on the game, they can restart. If they do well, they get a giant smiley face that will make them very happy.
I like all the positivity.
And this is what we need in school. A positive attitude. What do we need?
A positive attitude. That's right, folks. We need a positive attitude. Thanks, BF. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Hi, kids.
Hi, Mr. Rogers.
Meet Mr. B.F. Skinner. He has some words of encouragement for us today.
What do we need?
Positive attitude. Welcome back. Now I'm going to introduce my next guest, Mr. Piaget. Mr. Piaget, I'm glad you're here today.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. I'm glad to be here.
Thanks. Take a seat. Oh, thank you. Hello, Mr. Piaget. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. Now let me ask you, what are your views on technology in the classroom?
Well, Fred, I'm not sure if you're familiar with my work of my stages of development.
I am.
All right, good. Well, I feel that technology can awaken children's intelligence and help them through each stage. Now, I am all for technology in the classroom. And actually, there's a great app that was based off of my research, and it's called Busy Shapes. And this application, it's known to sharpen children's reasoning skills, which is part of my 4 stages, the formal operational stage. And it's actually quite fascinating. Here, let's try out my app. It's in the App Store, and it's available for the low price of $1.99.
Wow, well, while I go download that, let's go to a commercial break sponsored by Busy Shapes. Welcome back to Neighborhood Idol. I'm Fred Rogers. Let's introduce our next guest, Mr. Vygotsky. Mr. Vygotsky, I'm glad you're here today.
Thank you for having me.
Have a seat. Thanks for being here today, Lev.
Thanks for having me, Mr. Rogers. It's an honor.
Wonderful. Now, let me ask you the question of the day. What are your thoughts of technology in the classroom? Are you for or against this rising debate?
Mr. Rogers, I'm actually all for it. I believe that technology promotes social activity and reciprocal teaching, which is my theory. It really comes out in situations involving technology for everyone to see. Students tend to learn from one another in terms of technology. Collaboration helps with decision making and creating strategies. I believe that it really brings people together.
Come together.
Who did that?
What is that?
Now, Lev, have you found any applications that you feel would be great for students?
I have, Mr. Rogers. It's entitled ABA Problem Solving. Students can work together choosing which shape doesn't belong. Students can be in teams and share the challenge.
That sounds awesome, and we'll be right back.
Hey, why don't I get a commercial?
Last but certainly not least, let's welcome our last guest, Maria Montessori.
Hello, Mr. Rogers. You look so handsome.
Thank you. Have a seat. Thanks for being here. So let's get to the topic of the day. How do you feel about technology in the classroom?
Well, I feel technology in the classroom is an excellent aid that can be used to amplify children's education, but I still feel that they should have free roam within the classroom to explore and develop their own skills. And sadly, most of the apps on the App Store block them with a paywall, and they can't freely explore everything like they'd wish.
Mean.
Well, that, for example, would be the Human Body app Lite. You get it all for free, and you only get to explore about 3 natural body systems, and then you have to pay $2 for the rest of the app. It's no.
What an outrage. We'll be right back, folks. All right, America, now it's your turn. Try out these apps and see which one you like the best. Thanks for watching, and don't forget, today is a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Wait, I didn't know this was a contest.
I want to win.
You can't win. I'm gonna win.
There's no way you're gonna win.
Vote now.
No. I'm very excited to hear what they each have to say, and they have all chosen an app to support their. I can't talk.
Using drugs, not going to school. I just can't.
It's like really dark. It's like you might use drugs.
Like, oh.
Positive attitude.
Welcome back. Here to welcome my next. Oh no.
And reciprocal teaching, which is my theory, helps me understand students can be in teams or share what they. Start over, I'm sorry.
So nervous. You're gonna fall right out. You
Oh,
look so handsome.
thank you. Have a seat.
I feel technology in the classroom makes a great aid. You suck. I feel that technology is an excellent aid in the classroom. You're making this harder than it has to be.
I'm looking at you and I can't.
Yeah, I saw.
Mean.
Well, for example, the Body Light app. Well, one app, for example, is the Human Body app.
Can't win. I'm gonna win. There's no way you're gonna win.
Vote for me. Vote for me.
No.
What?